You guys knew that a desperate Johns Hopkins team is dangerous. What was the mindset there in the second half when they really rallied and pushed you guys around a bit?
Yeah, I mean, all credit to them. Great Johns Hopkins team to battle with us in the Big Ten tournament is what we needed, and they were so strong in that both first and second half. So we just came out in the second half with the mindset of, us versus us. So to play our best and give everything we got, you never know when your last game's going to be on that field. So.
You say it's what you needed. Why do you think so?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pushing us. We learned more today than we would have learned if, we walked away winning that game by 5. So, we're going to bring everything we had today and what we learned into the next game, and we're happy, that they battled with us.
Kendall, you guys held Ava Angelo at 4 goals in one quarter to nothing in that fourth quarter. What went into shutting her down in that final frame?
She's a great player, even a better person. I love talking to her out there on the field, but, we knew we had to stay tight. She's a great cutter, so just covering her, stick side, and we worked on that all week. And credit to our scout team there. They did a great job this week preparing us, and, you executed that plan, and we came out on top.
You had five calls turnovers today. How crucial was preparation and scout in building a game plan for today in your performance?
Yeah, I think, my mindset changed a little bit this week. Sometimes I like to go with the flow, but I was a little more focused this week, and I wrote that on my stick, and I was trying to, become a little bit more focused and really focus on, executing that plan and all the tactical stuff. But credit to my D. We had a great week of preparation, really locked in and high energy each day, taking advantage of every single day we have together.
What would it mean to you guys to win a second straight tournament title on your home field?
I mean, everything. Personally, it's my last time playing on this field over the next few games. Hopefully we get to play a few more coming in May. But it means so much. Our home crowd, the Lake Show fans, couldn't have asked for a better, Thursday at noon, where everyone has school. But Lake Show showed out today. We're excited to see what they show on Saturday.
And a freshman who really stepped up for you guys today was Maddie Smith on the defensive end. What have you seen from her and her development this season?
Yeah, she's been awesome. Crucial part of our defensive end and in the draw. I mean, her transition to defense has been nothing but incredible, and the growth we've seen has been awesome. And each day she just excels every day in every single area, and she's getting better as the days go on. So we're excited to see what she does next.
All right, well, what was your mindset there? It really felt like you were real determined in the third and fourth quarter to make sure your team advanced.
Yeah, I think getting down to those last final quarters, I think we really had to focus. Like we were saying, those last couple plays really matter. Those ground balls, draw controls, ground balls after some shots that we had, some huge ground balls. So I think just focusing on that part of the game, that was really huge for us, and we talked about that in our timeouts and everything, so it was cool to watch it actually happen.
Kendall said it might be the kind of start to the postseason you guys needed.
Yeah.
Why was it valuable, you think?
Yeah, I think all teams are going to come out desperate to win, and nothing's going to be given to us, so we have to go out and go get it. I think that was a good lesson for us to learn now, especially heading into the postseason, because every game now is win or go home, so yeah.
And what do you see in that Hopkins zone that you were able to pick apart to the tune of 5 goals today?
Yeah, I think offense, talking about it all week, off-ball movement, especially from last game, we knew what they were going to do. We knew their game plan, so I think just really communicating, trusting each other, and just moving around on off-ball, on-ball, all parts of the field.
I love watching your emotion out there. What does it mean to have the crowd also on your side, obviously being at home?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. This only happens, you host a Big Ten tournament, I think, every 6 years. So this is really cool to be here in front of your home crowd, in front of all my family, friends, student athletes. So the student athlete community is awesome. So this is just really cool. It's a really fun experience.
And how crucial were your feeders for your success today?
Yeah, awesome. I mean, we talked about it all week, practiced it all week. We kind of put it together at the end. So I think we've always been talking about that and just put it together. It's awesome.
And did you notice sort of a shift in the draw circle when Coach shifted Serafina in there?
Yeah, I think she always comes in and gives us a spark that we need. So I think she did that. And I think we were talking about in the timeouts, coming out and getting those 50-50 ground balls is a dogfight. And I think at the end we really focused in on that and gave us some success at the end of the game.
Heading into Saturday's championship game, what's your mindset?
Yeah, really excited, especially to be home, like I was saying before. So it's going to be really exciting. Like we were saying before, nothing's going to be handed to us. We got to go get it. So that's what I'm thinking about.
You had, I believe, 4 goals in last year's national championship game. Now 5 goals in the Big Ten semifinal. How do you always bring your best game for the biggest moments?
Yeah, I try not to focus. I just try not. try to have a lot of fun out there, not put too much pressure on myself, especially if you put too much pressure on yourself towards the end of the game, sometimes you could overthink. So just trying to have fun, enjoy the time I have with this team, 'cause it's not going to be the same again at the end of the year. So.
All right, well, Kendall said she thinks it might be something your team needed. Do you agree with that, and what can you take from this test?
Yeah, I mean, I always have that philosophy in life, is this whatever happens is kind of what we need. And I think that, we knew Hopkins is a great team coming in, a lot of desperation, so well coached, and they battled really hard. I mean, what they did to go to Michigan, win that game, and then come here and play like they did today, I think that, they really showed what they're made of, and should be exciting to watch them in the playoff too. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a great learning lesson for us. We didn't play our best at times, and I think when we got that lead in the beginning, we didn't really capitalize on it, and we lost a little bit of focus. So that's a great learning opportunity for us to go into Saturday's game, and we're really just excited to have the opportunity to do that, especially at home.
When you have so many girls with postseason experience, how much do you rely on them in those moments like today when it gets real tight?
Yeah, I mean, any time you have returners, they know what the environment's like, they know how to win, they know how to make plays and be successful. You have to rely on them. You have to, and they have to step up and be excited about stepping up. That's the fun of these moments. And so, we're just lucky that we get another one.
And how do you think your defense managed to fare out there against an attack that shows so many motions and sets so many picks like we saw today?
Yeah, I thought they played great. I mean, I think we changed up our looks here and there, and I think that we were able to make plays when we needed to make plays. I think, that second quarter we played a ton of defense because we didn't get a lot of draw controls. So that was tough, and I think we got a little tired. And then we were able to regroup at halftime and come out, and I thought we were more solid, more consistent in that second half.
And what went into the decision to shift Serafina into the circle, and how do you think that move paid off?
Well, I think Serafina knows the draw so well. She is a draw taker, and she, 42 on their team has a lot of height, so I figured let's get someone in there with height and incredible speed, and I just really trust her ability to know what's going on and to make plays. She plays with a lot of heart.
5 goals from Madison Taylor today. How does she always seem to bring her best game for the biggest moments?
I think she just loves this game. She loves this game, and she loves playing for her teammates, and that's what it's about every time she steps out on the field. And, it's fun to watch her play with the smile on her face, and I think her teammates feed off of her. And I think, if one person's getting stopped, then another person steps up. That's just the nature of the team, and that's the beauty of having such a great team offense, is anyone can step up at any different moment, and I think that happened today, and it'll probably happen again on Saturday.
And on the note of Hopkins, you mentioned how they've improved a lot since Tim Cormack took over. How have you really seen him shape that team into its really new identity?
Yeah, I mean, Tim is just a really special person. He is so positive in life, and so caring for the people that are around him. And he just brings this electric energy for the game of lacrosse. And so because of those things, I think he impacts people in a really positive way, and they want to play hard for him.
And what you see from Kendall Halpern today that allowed her to get 5 caused turnovers and really just wreak havoc for Hopkins throughout this game?
Yeah, I think Kendall's the ultimate competitor, right? She just is willing to take risks and step up and play fearless all the time, and she was able to really do that today, and she focused well, and I think the whole D played well. So that's exciting, and we want to build off of that and play even better the next time out. We want to create another opportunity for ourselves, because right now we're in the point in the season where you gotta create the opportunities by going out there and playing well.
And how does a game like this, where you lose in the draw circle, and that second quarter you mentioned earlier, they built a big run with that in that circle with Jennifer Berry winning a lot of them. How does that sort of speak speak to the resilience of this team, where you can cause turnovers and sort of throw a team off of its game, even when you're losing the possessional battle at times.
It's the key. I mean, if you have to be able to win in all different types of ways. You can't be a one-trick pony where you only win when you win the draw. And I think, our offense has the ability to cause turnovers on the ride. Our, midfield and defense is the ability to gain the ball for us too. So there's lots of different ways of putting a game together. And, you can't expect things to be perfect every time you step out on the field. You have to, just be at the best you are in that present moment.
When Hopkins called timeout with 18 seconds left, what did you say to your team in the huddle?
I said, this is the type of moment that you want, and just go out there, trust each other, and be willing to make a play, be willing to make a stop. And they had done it all game, so it was no different than the multiple previous possessions right before that.